This is why the Piper M700 Fury is dominating private aviation in 2026. Nobody talks about this aircraft in the same breath as a light jet, and that is exactly the mistake serious private flyers are making right now. Because what no one realizes is that the Piper M700 Fury doesn't just compete with jets, it beats them on the routes that matter most, and it does it at a fraction of the cost. If you're a CEO, a serious private flyer, or someone who simply refuses to compromise on performance and luxury without burning a hole in your balance sheet, stay right here. Because what you're about to see is going to change how you think about turboprop aviation forever. Let's start with pure numbers, because numbers don't lie. The Piper M700 Fury is powered by a Pratt & Whitney PT6A-52 engine, producing 700 shaft horsepower. That's not a typo. 700 horses in a single-engine turboprop, pushing you to a true airspeed of up to 325 knots, that is 374 miles per hour at cruise. Compare that to the Honda Jet Elite 2, which tops out around 422 knots, but burns a twin-engine jet fuel load to get there, or the Citation M2, which gives you 400 knots, but at an operating cost nearly double what you'll pay in the Fury. The M700 Fury cruises at up to 30,000 feet. That's full Class A airspace, folks. Above the weather, above the turbulence, above the commercial traffic. This is jet altitude territory. Range? You're looking at 1,658 nautical miles with full fuel and IFR reserves. New York to Miami, LA to Vegas 20 times over, or Chicago to the Bahamas non-stop. That covers 95% of the missions most private flyers actually fly. And here's what no one talks about when they crow about jets. The Fury climbs. It climbs at a rate of 3,200 feet per minute out of sea level on a hot day, fully loaded. The aircraft gets up fast, gets high fast, and gets you there fast. That's not turboprop performance. That's jet-adjacent performance at a turboprop price. Now let's step inside, because this is where the Piper M700 Fury surprises even the most seasoned private flyers. You're looking at a 6-seat executive cabin that Piper has completely reimagined for the modern private traveler. Hand-stitched leather throughout, customizable cabin configurations, and a fit and finish that some operators have described as Gulfstream adjacent for a fraction of the price point. The seats are club configured for face-to-face meetings. You want to close deals at altitude? This is your boardroom. There's individual air vents, reading lights, and USB charging at every position. Cabin noise is one of the biggest myths about turboprops. People expect a roar. What you get in the Fury is a well-insulated, tight airframe that keeps the cabin at a conversation-friendly noise level. Piper has invested heavily in acoustic panels and sound dampening. The avionics suite is Garmin G3000, a full-glass cockpit that rivals what you find in jets well above this price class. Synthetic vision, WAAS GPS, 3 10-inch PFD MDF displays, task traffic and weather radar. This cockpit is not a compromise. It is elite. Here's an elite insight that most content creators completely overlook, and it's one of the most powerful economic advantages of the Piper M700 Fury: single pilot certified. That means you operate this aircraft legally and safely with one qualified pilot, no co-pilot required, no scheduling a crew of 2. On an annualized basis, and we did the math, single pilot operation on the M700 Fury saves owners between $180,000 and $120,000 per year in crew costs alone, compared to flying a twin-engine light jet that mandates 2 pilots. The aircraft is also equipped with Garmin's Emergency Auto Land system, a feature more commonly associated with much more expensive aircraft. If the pilot becomes incapacitated, the system autonomously lands the aircraft safely at the nearest suitable airport, communicates with ATC, and squawks an emergency code. This is elite safety technology, standard. Let's talk about the one number everyone wants to know. What does it actually cost to own and fly the Piper M700 Fury in 2026? New acquisition price in 2026 sits in the range of $4.2 to $4.6 million, depending on configuration and avionics package. That puts you significantly below the $7 to $9 million entry point of a new Citation GC4 or a Honda Jet Elite 2. Hourly operating costs, fuel, maintenance reserves, Engine reserves run approximately $950 to $1,150 per flight hour. A comparable light jet is running $1,800 to $2,300 per hour. You're cutting your hourly cost nearly in half. Annual fixed costs, including insurance, hangar, and training, run in the neighborhood of $200,000 to $280,000 annually. Again, a full twin-engine light jet is going to hit you for $350,000 to $500,000 annually in fixed costs. The bottom line? For a CEO flying 200 hours per year, the M700 Fury saves you real money, $300,000 to $500,000 annually compared to a similarly capable light jet. That's a Bentley Bentayga every single year. The Piper M700 Fury is not a compromise. It is not good for a turboprop. It is simply a better choice than a light jet for the overwhelming majority of private aviation missions in 2026. Faster than you expect, higher than you expect, more luxurious than you expect, and cheaper to own than anything in its performance class. Here's our question for you. Would you fly the M700 Fury over a Honda Jet Elite 2 for your typical missions? Drop your answer in the comments. We read every single one. If you're serious about elite insights into the world of luxury aviation, and clearly you are because you're still here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we are going inside an aircraft that is making the entire light jet segment very, very nervous.